Twin flame can be toxic and narcissistic. Let's debunk this myth. And it's absolutely not true. I know many people falsely label someone a toxic person, their twin flame, but we need to talk about toxicity first, because I don't really agree with that label, to be honest. Yes, there are toxic people. Yes, there are narcissistic people. But I feel like we are very too quick to label other people like that just because they don't give us what we need. If you're more interested in that, I'll leave you a link in the description box below. I talk in depth about that. But a toxic person is nothing but a mirror that shows us that there is something unhealed within ourselves. So it's not their fault, and it's not our fault either, because it's usually like childhood programs. But now as an adult, it's our responsibility to clear those programs. So it's not the other person that is to blame. You know, if you have acne because you eat unhealthy, you can't blame the mirror for showing you acne, right? It's your responsibility to eat healthy or to have healthy thoughts and clear the unhealthy stuff, the unhealthy patterns. And then the mirror can show you something beautiful and amazing like you are. But also I want to talk about more the definition of toxic, because in a twin flame connection, yes, there can be running and chasing, because if you have some unhealed fears of abandonment and loss and neglect, and you're not in self-love, you cannot possibly attract someone who chooses you, who tells you or shows you how amazing you are, and who gives you commitment, because that's not a match for your own frequency and assumptions. So you have to clear that. You have to take responsibility for what is getting mirrored back to you and stop blaming the other person. A little truth bomb. If you want to know more about that, please check out my Twin Flame 101 playlist, where I give you a lot of information and coaching on how to evolve and what to heal and what to do. Or you can contact me for personal coaching. But again, it's not the other person's responsibility, because you attracted them. And because in this multiverse with different timelines, the universe does not decide anything for you. They always read your energy and assumptions and give you what matches your beliefs and assumptions. That is why it is so vital to heal childhood stuff and reprogram our mind and our assumptions in order to bring change. Bring change does not come by blaming the other person, by pushing them, by nagging them, by begging them. It only comes by undergoing the inner transformation. So the running and chasing, I wouldn't consider toxic. Maybe even ghosting. Yeah, is it a good trait? No, but again, our responsibility, right? They cannot be any different, because we created them that way due to our own inner assumptions. But let's say toxic as in someone who's like seriously abusive. Not a twin flame. A true twin flame would not abuse you physically, sexually, mentally, in any way. Not a twin flame. Okay, very, very, very important. So if you're stuck in this kind of connection, definitely karmic, and please look at that, because again, it shows you something that is not healed within yourself. It may be something you picked up seeing your parents play out, or somebody else when you were young. It may be due to lack of self-worth, and then the universe shows you, look, you're not in self-worth, so we're sending you someone who treats you bad. And if you don't take the opportunity to heal that, then the universe is sending you another person who is even worse than the one before. And if you still try to get out of this connection and you don't do the work, then the universe is sending you another person that you have an even more intense connection with, in order to show you where you stand. You know, how you treat yourself, how you see yourself. Are you taking your own needs serious? Are you able to set boundaries? Are you sorting out things that you no longer like, that are not good for you? You know, like a job you hate, people who pull you down. Are you able to say, stop, I don't want this in my life, and you make the according changes? If you don't, then of course the outside won't change. The universe will mirror that back to you until you actively change. But again, if it's like an abusive situation, please get out of that. Not a twin flame. It is dangerous to label that person your twin flame, because there's so much stigma attached to the label, like I can never get over them. And the problem is the law of assumption. Whatever you assume, you will get. So if you tell the universe, yeah, they're treating me bad, but I can't get over them, then they're putting you into this timeline where exactly that is the case. And then you cannot get over them, you cannot get out. If you want to get over a toxic connection, I do have a video on how to get over them. I'm going to link that below. If I forget, please leave a comment and I will do it then. But you can get out, you can manifest getting over someone, absolutely possible. But please do the work then. Step in your self-love, heal that stuff. There is different techniques. I do have playlists on techniques like revision. You can do Ho'oponopono. Please subscribe, because I'm going to create another playlist with techniques on how to overcome stuff, tools in order to heal that you can use. Because once you have changed and you are in self-love, you are no match for someone treating you bad. You're no match for a toxic person. Again, the metaphor of the mirror, once you cleared your diet and your skin is clear, no mirror in the world can show you acne because it's not there. So you cannot attract anyone treating you bad when you have cleared the assumptions of not being in self-love, or the assumptions of people treating you bad. So we have to work on those assumptions as well. If you need help, you can reach out for personal coaching. But again, if it's like truly toxic, it is not a twin flame, please ditch that label. I know you probably labeled them that because there's this strong urge within you, because if you are in a really toxic relationship, that most likely shows or says something about your childhood, where you probably have been neglected or treated in a bad way, or something later on happened, some kind of trauma. So there is something very distorted within yourself, very hurt, and I'm sorry if that is the case. But what happens is that those people who have had these kind of experience, they have a strong longing to find that one person, to find that true love. And then when they meet someone, they have this intense connection, and then they know the term of twin flame, or even if not, they just have this intense connection because the universe is like, okay, we gave you the last people and you didn't really use the opportunity to grow. Now we're giving you this very intense connection in order to push you, to force you to heal. And then it is so easy to label someone, that's the other half of my soul, because there has been this neglect before, and there is this fear of being neglected. And that at the same time really gave you a strong longing of, I want to have that forever person, that one person. And then it is very easy to falsely label someone your twin flame. But the good news is, everything you have a strong desire for does exist. So even if that person is toxic, there is someone out there who does complete you. Doesn't have to be a twin flame, because twin flame is just one form of divine counterpart. Divine counterpart is like an umbrella term, and there's different forms of divine counterpart. There's different forms of true love of that person that is the perfect fit for you. Again, doesn't have to be a twin flame. Maybe your true love is a soulmate or another kind of soul connection. They're not less. It's just a different journey. True love is true love. There's no truer love than true love. It doesn't exist. But if you have this inner urge, this inner desire, it does exist, because you can only have a desire if the universe has created this timeline where it does exist. Now it is your job to clear the stuff that is stopping you from shifting to that timeline where you can claim that, where you can claim your happy end. But it does exist, otherwise you wouldn't have the desire. So please stop putting that person, that toxic person, on a twin flame pedestal. You're doing yourself no good. Put yourself on the pedestal and learn to treat yourself well, and sort out people who are toxic, like that person, if they really are abusive, and treat yourself well, and then you will attract somebody, or rather shift to the timeline where you have somebody who treats you well. If you need help, again, you can reach out. We can find a way to get you out of there, or you can watch my other stuff. If you don't want to invest in personal coaching, that is fine. I do have a lot of coaching that will help you. Check out my other videos, and I do wish you all the best. And again, I'm sorry if you are in this situation, and I wish you your happy ending in love. And please like and subscribe and share this video to help others, and leave your comments. And yes, I wish you all the best. Okay, bye bye.